Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Vintage Collection Quick-Shot series. This is VC06, C-3PO, and it's not long ago that I actually talked about C-3PO and did a video on this figure and card back because I was talking about repacks at the time, because this classic Vintage Collection figure was repacked in the Black series, so that was a separate video, separate issue. I will leave a link to that because I do look at the card and figure, which I'm going to do again now in this video, but I can't not cover him again because I'm going through the entire Vintage Collection, as you know. If you're following this series, please do check out the rest if you are not and you're new to it. So my mission is to go through the Vintage Collection, and here we are at number 6 now, and it is a classic card back, but I do have one issue with it. It looks great and I do love it on the Empire Strikes Back variant, of course, even though the image is from A New Hope. I'm afraid she's scheduled to be terminated. There he is in the control room, famous scene. But I think that, well, before I go on to what I think, let's just go and have a look at the figure as well. And I am a big fan of this figure. It is one of a rare breed of fully articulated C-3POs, and much needed he was in everyone's collection. So I've got him in one pose here. I like that pose because I'm not only showing off his articulation by turning his wrist around, but I like him in that sort of gesture, the open hand there, because he is a butler in essence, isn't he, at the end of the day, C-3PO. Comic relief in the whole Star Wars saga. But this is what I want to talk about with the card back. It was a missed opportunity by Hasbro not to give us the Star Wars chase, because they released Threepio on an Empire Strikes Back card in the VOTC in 2004. So they could have realised that they'd already given us an Empire Strikes Back modern equivalent of him, and then decided to give us the Star Wars chase, which would have matched the classic first 12 edition of the actual card and character, but they didn't. But it's not the end of the world. It's not life-threatening. I just think it's just a wasted opportunity by Hasbro. But, you know, that's my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comments. So here is the original figure and card, or the Empire Strikes Back variant of the New Hope card. And as you can see, the 80s figure, and indeed the one in the 70s, was very shiny. And my mate Sci-Fi in Australia, I know that he is not really a fan of this Threepio here, this modern 2010 update of the figure, because he doesn't like the dullness. I quite like the dullness, because that is basically what Threepio looked like in the entire saga. A few scenes he was all polished up and stuff, you know, but generally he was all dull, except for when it was the ceremony or something like that. But if you want a shiny one, this one was shiny actually, but the articulation was really poor on that one. And then of course the classic 80s was shiny, and there's tons of 3PO figures, but this is the best articulated one, I think. A really good figure, lovely card back, nice to see. I also have the Boba Fett sticker as well on the front, which I'm very pleased with that. There's not much more I can say about this. Please leave your comments below what you think about this 3PO. Any other thoughts or comments on this card and what you want for the future, let me know. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one.